Have you ever wondered if the life you're living right now is reality, or if it's actually an alternate reality? Almost as if you are living inside a video game that gamers outside of the video game world are controlling. One has to wonder if there is more truth to the movie The Matrix than just a mere vehicle for entertainment. What if, just like in the movie The Matrix, the reality that we are all living in is completely fabricated and is being controlled by super cyber intelligent gamers who have the goal of thinning the population in your video game world down to a fraction of what it is today? And those deemed worthy of not being culled will be enslaved by this handful of wicked men and women. Let's call this handful of wicked men and women the gamers, and they're the ones controlling the video game. What if the founding years of the United States, when men and women were deemed worthy or subhuman, solely based on their skin color, was simply a great experiment by the gamers to see what would happen if a small segment of the population was enslaved so they could iron out the kinks with the goal of later enslaving all nations, regardless of skin color or race? What if we have entered the final phases of this great experiment, and the gamers playing this video game for which we are all a part have ironed out the kinks, and they have perfected their processes, methods, and systems for enslaving all of mankind, and now the gamers are ready to implement their plans for global dominance? What if this is happening as we speak? What if the physical iron shackles that were put on so-called black people in the South during the antebellum period have been replaced with mental, modern shackles, such as herd thinking, shaming of all sorts, cancel culture, humiliating those who don't follow the status quo? What if antebellum slave drivers and overseers have been replaced by neighbors, friends, and strangers who strongly encourage the behavior that the gamers in control want those in the video game world to operate in, and will report those who don't comply? What if the social engineers, psychologists, and other mad scientists employed by the gamers of this video game called life had templates for every race of people on the planet, and they knew exactly how to influence each person based on their ethnic background? In other words, these social engineers had precise templates and methods for dealing with Mexicans, Hondurans, Argentinians, Koreans, Vietnamese, Chinese, Irish, Italian, Norwegian, Nigerian, Congolese, Kenyans, especially so-called African Americans, and every people group on the planet. And they were so accurate, these templates were, that they could run a commercial, stage a political event, a false flag, or broadcast a movie or television program, and the reaction of each person would perfectly fall in line exactly the way the social engineers had planned, without any deviation. What if the gamers could force those in the video game to accept digital tattoos and a variety of other injections that put RFID chips and nanotechnology into their bodies that could change their biological composition all the way to the DNA level, as well as control their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, and actions, essentially turning them into human robots that could be fully controlled by the gamers? But what if you had the power to stop all of this from happening? What if, just like Neo in the movie The Matrix, you could take the red pill instead of the blue pill that you've been taking every day of your life? And this red pill would open your eyes to what is really happening in the video game world in which you've been living, the good and the bad, and help you find your way out of this video game to the reality of freedom. Would you still choose to take the blue pill and remain trapped in the video game? Because, let's face it, there is a comfort level in keeping things like they are and going with the flow. Or would you choose to take the red pill, even if it forced you to swim against the current, and make decisions that might make you uncomfortable? If you've chosen to take the red pill, then congratulations. You are about to embark upon a journey that will not only open your eyes, but will re-educate you on the real history of the video game called life, and will help you prepare to fight against what the gamers really have in store for you. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, be open to change if it will lead you to something positive, especially if it makes you uncomfortable.